Everybody, I think most of you know me. I'm Miss Roman, and we're going to make some clouds today. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you my materials. I have some blue construction paper. You can choose any color construction paper. My video makes it really hard to see on white paper, so I'm going to choose blue paper. I have cotton balls, or any kind of cotton or stuffing. And as an option, you can choose glue. If you want to keep your clouds forever, you should glue them to your paper. If you just want to have fun and make clouds, you don't have to use any glue. So you get to choose. Are you ready to start? I am going to show you some cloud shapes before we start. We have lots of cloud shapes over here. We went over them for Casa 2 circle time, so some of you might have seen these before. But these are the different shapes we're going to make. We have cirrus clouds. These clouds are really white and feathery and long, kind of like cotton candy. Then we have stratus clouds. These look like blankets. They're really thin and long, but they're kind of stuck together, aren't they? The next clouds are called Stratocumulus. These are lumpy and they're really low in the sky. The next clouds are cumulus clouds. These are really puffy, but the bottoms are really flat. Then the last clouds we're going to make are cumulonimbus clouds. These look like huge mountains. So I know we went through that pretty fast, but I just wanted to show you the pictures before we start making our clouds. So let's see, the first clouds we're going to make are cirrus clouds. AJ, do you remember what cirrus clouds look like?
No.
You remember what the cirrus clouds look like?
No, I don't remember.
They were really long and feathery. I'm going to take my cotton ball. I'm just going to rip it a little bit. For those of you who just joined us, we have some paper with us. I chose blue so that you can see. And we have some cotton balls. Glue is optional. If you want to keep your clouds forever, you should glue them to your paper. If you just want to play with the clouds, you don't have to glue them. I'm making mine right now into cirrus clouds, long, white, feathery strands. I'm going to see how thin I can make them because the picture said they were pretty thin. Now these clouds go really high up in the sky. So I'm going to show you where on my paper I'm going to put them. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to keep going. On my paper, I'm going to make sure that I put these really high up at the top. And they don't touch each other. They don't go together. I have some glue. I couldn't find any real glue at my house, so I'm using some glitter glue. I'm going to put just a little bit on my paper. And I'm going to put my cirrus clouds high up at the top of my paper. You can make as many cirrus clouds as you want, but remember we have to leave some room for the other kinds of clouds. Can everybody hold up their cirrus clouds to show me? This is what mine look like. You can hold yours up to the camera if you haven't made them on paper. Whoa, I see Davlin's and Elise's. You guys are working so hard. I see Caroline and Charlotte's. These are really fun to make. And once we finish, you can color your sky whatever color you want. So I'll give you another moment just to keep going, and then we're gonna make our stratus clouds. If you're ready, you can go ahead and look at my screen. I'm showing you what we made. We made the cirrus clouds. Whoa, these are pretty cool. They're white and feathery, and they're the highest in the sky. Devlin, do yours look like these cirrus clouds? Do yours look like this, Devlin?
Devlin, she's asking you a question.
Do yours
Do
look
they
like
look
this?
like these ones?
Yes, he did.
They do look like that. So we're gonna move on to the next one. These are called stratus. They're kind of like a fog. Caroline and Charlotte, what do these clouds look like to you?
Regular clouds.
They look like regular clouds, the ones that you see on a sunny day, right? Are they really big and fluffy, or are they kind of thin?
They're big and fluffy.
They're big and fluffy. And these clouds, do they have space between them like the cirrus clouds did? Or are they touching each other?
Touching each other.
They're touching each other. So we're going to use our cotton balls and we're going to try to make some stratus clouds. All right, so I still have some cotton ball left over. So I'm gonna try to make these into some stratus clouds.
All right, so you have some left over. Let's try and do that. Here's Caroline.
My stratus clouds aren't gonna be as thin as before. They're gonna be a little bit puffy. And I'm gonna put them still kind of up high on my paper because these are kind of like a fog. They go up high and they touch like a blanket. I'm gonna show you my paper as we keep going. It's easier when you have your cotton ball, if you pull it apart sideways, because if you try to pull it from the top, it doesn't rip as well. So I like to pull mine and then put it together. So I'm gonna make these clouds touch a little bit. I'm not gonna cover my whole paper, that way I leave some room for the next clouds we make. I'm gonna try to make it like a blanket across the whole top of the sky. Because our stratus clouds, they're kind of gray, but ours are white today. So we're just gonna put them in order of the ones that we read. These are foggy, high fogs, ones that you might see when it's raining. These can be very low in the sky. All of our other clouds are also low in the sky, so we can't put these at the bottom of our page, or we won't have room for the rest of our clouds. All right, who can show me their stratus clouds? Whoa, Caroline and Charlotte, you have lots of clouds. I see Elisa's clouds, Devlin's clouds. Wow. Are you guys ready to keep going? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to keep going. I see lots of people are ready. Let's go back and look at our pictures of clouds. We just finished our stratus clouds. Now we're gonna move on to our next clouds. Charlotte, can you help me read this really big word? We can sound out the letters one by one. Stra. Caroline, you can help too. Yeah, Stratocumulus. That's a really big word. Caroline, can you read this part for us?
Mm-hmm. Low in the sky, lumpy.
Yeah, thank you, Caroline and Charlotte, for your help. These clouds are gray and they're really low in the sky. They're also really lumpy. I wonder if we can make these clouds with our cotton balls. I'm gonna try to make it really lumpy. So I'm gonna use half of my cotton ball. I might put 2 cotton balls together. Or use some of my extra cotton. I'm gonna put these clouds next. Just like the rest of the clouds, they're all really low in the sky. But we have to save room for all of them. My glue is really noisy today. This is what mine look like. They're lumpy and they're bigger than my stratus clouds. They're lumpy and they stick out from the paper more. I see Elisa's stratus clouds and her stratocumulus clouds. And Devlin's, and I see Levi's working really hard. I see AJ showed me his. You guys are working so hard. You guys can give me a thumbs up when you're finished making your clouds. I see Elisa's all done. These are more challenging to make. I see AJ's. We're making these out of cotton balls today, But if you play with Play-Doh at home, you can try to make the same shapes out of Play-Doh. Seeing everybody start to finish up, we have finished our cirrus clouds, they were on top, and then our stratus clouds and our stratocumulus clouds. We have two kinds of clouds left. The last kinds of clouds are the biggest and puffiest clouds. Let's see, it looks like everybody's almost ready. Our next clouds, I wonder if Devlin can help me read this word.
Oh,
Right here.
cu-
Cumulus.
yes.
Cumulus. Thank you for all of your help, Devlin. AJ, can you help me read about these cumulus clouds?
They're big and puffy.
Puffy, what word does this say?
Foggy,
Flat.
flat,
Autumns.
flat,
Bottom. Low.
honeydew.
In the sky. So these clouds are super puffy, but the bottoms are flat. Finley, were the bottoms of my stratocumulus clouds flat? Oh, Finley, you left. Finley, do you want to answer my question? Let's see, I can ask Elise. Elise, were the bottoms of my stratocumulus clouds flat?
Yes.
Were these flat? Or are they puffy?
Puffy.
Puffy, my stratocumulus clouds were puffy. My cumulus clouds are really, really flat on the bottoms. Let's see if we can make these cumulus clouds together. They're puffy on top and flat on the bottom. I'm gonna let you see. When I make them, I need to get a new cotton ball for this. My cotton ball is already flat on the bottom, so I'm going to keep it flat on the bottom. But instead of leaving it just like this, I'm gonna make it puffy on the top. When I'm done, I'm gonna glue it to my paper. My cumulus cloud is really, really, really puffy. It sticks out the most. Puffy, but the bottom of it is super duper flat. You can make it as puffy as you want on top. I see lots of big puffy clouds over here. Whoa. I see Elisa's big puffy clouds. I see Levi's big puffy clouds. Wow, I see AJ and Aria's big puffy clouds and Devlin's big puffy clouds. We're gonna wait just a moment, let everybody finish up before we look at the last clouds we're going to make. All right, when you're ready, put your eyes on your computer or your screen so that you can look at our next clouds. Our next clouds have a really long name. See if you can sound it out with me while you're at your house. Cumulo, cumulo, cumulonim, cumulonimb, cumulonimbus, cumulonimbus. Whoa, that's so long. Levi, what do these clouds look like to you?
Rainy clouds.
Rainy clouds? Yeah, these are thunderstorm clouds. Finley, are these clouds super puffy or super flat?
Puffy.
Super puffy. These clouds look like mountains of very tall cumulus clouds. But cumulus clouds are flat on the bottom. Aria, are cumulonimbus clouds flat on the bottom?
No.
No, they're puffy on the bottom. Let's see if we can make our cumulonimbus clouds puffy on the bottom. This one, I'm going to use lots and lots of my cotton balls. These look like big mountains. I left a lot of room at the bottom of my paper so that I could fit my cumulonimbus clouds on it. These are the biggest ones of them all.
I need to glue my bed. I need to glue something.
I'm gonna see how puffy I can make my clouds. You can rip up your cotton balls, or you can just try to stack them to make a big mountain. Remember, you don't have to glue your work. If you don't want to keep it, you can just keep playing with it. I'm gluing mine so that I can pick it up and show it to you. These are my cumulonimbus clouds at the bottom. They're even puffier than the rest of my clouds. And they're really, really big. If you pick up their paper, you might make it kind of heavy. I see Elise's. I see Caroline and Charlotte's. It's almost time for me to go. So before we do, I want to go over the names of our clouds. So maybe you can help me go over each of the names. Our first one, the white, feathery, fluffy clouds. Devlin, do you remember the name of these clouds?
No.
Cirrus. Can you say cirrus?
Cirrus.
Cirrus clouds. These are the highest in the sky, and they're really white and fluffy. Let's see. Caroline, do you remember the name of these clouds?
For 5 minutes. Where are you?
These were called stratus clouds. Can you say stratus?
Stratus.
These clouds, thank you, Caroline, were wide blankets of fog. These clouds go low in the sky, but we have to put them high on our paper so we have room for everything else. Let's see. Levi, do you remember the name of our next clouds? These were lumpy clouds.
I don't know.
Can you say stratocumulus?
Stratocumulus.
Thank you. These were our stratocumulus clouds. They're lumpy and gray. What about our next clouds? I made one of them. This cloud was puffy and the bottoms were really, really flat. Elise, do you remember this one's name? Can you say cumulus?
Cumulus.
Cumulus clouds, right here. These are puffy and they're low in the sky and they are flat on the bottom, remember? You could stick your finger and it'll be super flat. And the last clouds that we did, let's see. Aria, do you remember the names of the super big thunderstorm puffy clouds?
Wrong.
Can you say cumulonimbus?
Cumulus.
Yeah, cumulonimbus. These clouds are a thunderstorm cloud. If you glue your clouds on your paper, you can take this time to color some of your sky if you want to, or make even more clouds. I hope you have fun making clouds. For any moms and dads who would like to look at the worksheet that I used, it is from CASA to Circle Time last Thursday. So it should be in the Google Drive folder. Some of you might have it from CASA too. Bye, everybody. I see your picture, AJ. Bye.
Back to Miss
Bye.
Roman.
Bye.